Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Community Awareness Program. If I could have everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Again, thank you for coming to our Health and Wellness Expo put on by Supervisor Gutierrez's office. So we're gonna do a short presentation, but I'm gonna introduce Mike Romero, who is our Securitas, and he's gonna give you an update. So if I could have everybody please stay in their seats until the presentation is done, then you're more than welcome to go to all the tables, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mike. I'm your Director of Security here at Sun Lakes. Lieutenant Roman's next in command. This is Lieutenant Roman. I'll be brief on my presentation. Just wanted to let everybody know that it is my responsibility to keep you guys informed about the safety of our community. Recently, we've noticed a troubling increase in DUIs and minor accidents in our neighborhoods. The rise is concerning, and we all have a role to play in ensuring our streets remain safe, and we're out there always monitoring as much as we can as well. First, I'd like to remind everybody the importance of making responsible choices when it comes to alcohol consumption and driving. If you plan to drink, please arrange a designated driver or use a ride-sharing service. It's a simple step that can prevent potentially life-altering consequences. And remember, an Uber is always cheaper than a new bumper car. Or a new mailbox at that. When you're out walking or driving, there are a few key things to keep in mind. Pedestrians should always use the crosswalks and be vigilant at intersections. Even if you have the right-of-way, it's important to make eye contact with the driver to ensure that they see you. For those behind the wheel, please adhere to the speed limits and be extra cautious. Watch for any erratic behavior from other drivers, such as swerving or sudden stops, which could indicate impaired driving. Additionally, be mindful of the evening hours when DUI incidents tend to rise. If you notice someone driving erratically, don't hesitate to report it. Your quick action could prevent an accident. And remember, our safety is shared responsibility. By looking out for one another, making smart choices, we can keep our community a safe and welcoming place for all. Another concern that's been brought up to our attention is a growing concern. We've seen an increase in calls regarding residents who may be going through early stages of Alzheimer's. These calls often involve individuals who appear confused or maybe knocking at the wrong doors or seem lost. It's important to approach these situations with compassion and understanding. If you encounter somebody who seems confused, stay calm and patient and assist by asking if they need help finding their way home. Simple, clear communication can help put them at ease. And being aware of common signs of Alzheimer's, such as memory loss and confusion, can help us respond more effectively. Let's create a supportive community by checking in our neighbors who exhibit these signs and informing their families if needed. If you see someone in immediate need of help, don't hesitate to call our security team. By being vigilant and compassionate, we can ensure that all of our residents feel safe and cared for. One little subject that I'm going to chime in real quick on that we've encountered a lot more frequently than ever, and this is kind of going off script, folks. Our friends at the EPAP Animal Rescue Team are truly overwhelmed right now, and so are we. They've been working tirelessly to save so many animals, but they can only do so much alone. We've seen an increase in stray cats and dogs in our community, and sadly, many of them aren't being reclaimed by their owners. We are reaching out to you, our neighbors, and for a plea of compassion. If you come across any injured or stray pets, please don't hesitate to call security or EPAP. We're here to help, and we'll do everything in our power to ensure that these animals are safe and cared for. Additionally, the EPAP team is in desperate need of volunteers for the Animal Rescue Department. If you have a bit of space and a lot of love to give, consider helping them with temporary accommodations for these fur babies. Together, we can make a huge difference in their lives. Parking enforcements continue to be done throughout all hours. Patrol will issue parking violations should a resident or a guest be in violation. Make sure that you and your guests have valid passes always displayed on your dashboard and park only in designated areas. Passes can be obtained through our gate officers or administration team if you need extended times for exceed more than 3 days and 2 nights. Lastly, The garage door checks are continuing to be done between the hours of 8 p.m. and midnight. We will call you to inform you or leave a voicemail if your garage door is open. However, security is not responsible for closing one's garage door, though we do promise to leave a friendly message for you. Other than that, thank you for your cooperation and commitment in keeping our community safe. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always call us directly. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, so we'll get on with our presentation, and I would like to introduce David Lara Tellez, and he is from Supervisor Gutierrez's office, Senior Services. David?
Thank you, Michelle. And I'd like to thank Michelle, I'd like to thank the board and the administration for allowing us to do this today. We have some great county departments here who offer wonderful services to seniors, and we also have some wonderful vendors that are all related to healthcare and to keeping you healthy and happy, okay? At this time, unfortunately, Supervisor was not able to come today. This is a community that's very important to him. He's actually, I believe, been here more than he's been to any community in the district. I say that pretty confidently. Between him and I, we've been here quite a bit. But this is a wonderful opportunity, and I hope you take advantage of it. I'd like to show a short welcome from Supervisor.
Good afternoon, Sun Lakes community. This is your County Supervisor, Ixie Gutierrez. First, I want to thank David Lara Tellez, our Senior Field Rep from our office, and I also want to thank Randy as well for the invitation. Unfortunately, I was unable to be there today due to scheduling. However, I want to ensure that our office is here for Sun Lakes community. We believe that you guys are doing amazing things in the Pass area. Hopefully this event, this health and wellness event, is going to be a great resource for all of you. From our departments of IHSS, DPSS, and our Office on Aging, there are a ton of resources out there for you. I want to highlight one of the programs. One of the programs that we have, one of the 27 programs that we have in the Office on Aging involves technology access. This is where folks from the Office on Aging can go to your home and show you how to use an iPad or certain types of technology if you need any type of assistance. We also have our Hire a Senior program, where we incentivize our seniors to be hired in the community. My hope is that you'll reach out to our Senior Field Rep, David Lara Tellez, or anyone from the county department to ask questions about these innovative programs. Again, Sun Lakes community, thank you so much for all of your support, and I wish you well.
Thank you. When I decided to first do these health and wellness events, one of the departments I really wanted to have come was behavioral health. I thought that that was an area that was very important to include. So I reached out to the Riverside University Health System and just made a wonderful contact with their department. And at this time, we're going to have a short presentation from behavioral health for the Riverside University Health System, Tony Ortego. Tony? They're actually saying to come back here.
Thank you, David. Again, I want to thank you for welcoming me for today's presentation. It's really important for all of you to realize how hard Supervisor Gutierrez is working for this district and what he represents. Not only does he represent his office, he and David, and all the wonderful work they do, but he represents our entire county and all the services that they provide, including behavioral health. Behavioral health traditionally has been a partner with Office on Aging. You heard Supervisor Gutierrez talk about Office on Aging and the wonderful work they do. We have embedded staff at Office on Aging. But more importantly, or most importantly, we also have a program for seniors. It's called the Wellness and Recovery for Mature Adults. We have a clinic here in Banning that serves adults, children, and older adults who are 60 and above, who have a moderate to severe mental illness. We provide what's called behavioral health services, and that's kind of a combination of addressing both health care as well as mental health concerns and trying to help the individual realize as a whole person addressing their needs or some social determinants that they may have. Unfortunately, for all of us, whether we're young or old, we're going to run into some life struggles. That's part of life. It's part of the cycle we go through. But for those individuals who are struggling and unable to kind of get out of that struggle, who may need some additional attention, for those who may be suffering from anxiety, depression, issues of PTSD, maybe some forms of psychosis, there is help. So we have a table in the back. It has a lot of information. But again, I don't want to get into too many details here, but I do want you to all know that we have a wonderful program that supports our Banning area. This is one of 8 locations we have throughout the county. We service the desert region in Desert Hot Springs all the way to Blythe, Coachella. We have Mid-County, we have Riverside, and again, most importantly, we do have services here in the Banning area. So if you have any questions, I will be around to answer some questions, as well as we have our staff, Andrea and Nora, at our table to assist you with any of the resources that you may have questions on. So thank you again for allowing me to attend today.
Michelle had asked me if we were going to do questions and answers. They're going to be at their tables, so there'll be plenty of opportunity to talk to them. One of the first teams that I worked with the county, when I started to do presentations to different HOAs and to the senior centers and things like that, was the CARE team from Riverside County. And they work with DPSS, the Department of Social Services. They also work with the Adult Protective Services. And they do some wonderful work, and we're very blessed to have with us today Linda Rojas to do a presentation from DPSS and Adult Protective Services.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone doing? Yeah, am I too loud? Okay, perfect. I know I'm not as tall as they are, right? But I hope you all can see me. Okay, so yes, I'm a coordinator with Adult Services with the CARE program, and we are a subdivision from our Adult Services. And within the Adult Services division, we have 4 programs, and I'll go a little bit into detail about all the programs. I promise I will try to keep it short. But we do have our Adult Protective Services, our IHSS, which is In-Home Supportive Services, Public Authority, and our CARE program. And this is the community we serve. Adult Services serves dependent adults between the ages of 18 and 59. And then our elderly considered between the ages of 60 and older. That recently changed, so we just want to let you know that we do offer services to everyone. Here with our Adult Protective Services, we use a lot of acronyms, right? APS, IHSS, we'll go a little bit into details. So Adult Protective Services is short-term case management for our elders, and our social workers provide preventative work. They also do assessments, investigations, and intervention in cases of abuse and neglect. So we all hear APS, and sometimes we're like, no, we don't want them around, right? But we do, because sometimes they're just around to check on us, to see how we're doing, and to offer any services that are available to us. And then here's our IHSS, In-Home Supportive Services. Have any of you heard of this program before? Okay, great. Yeah, we'll have some information at our table about these services as well. IHSS provides assistance to the elderly to help keep you or help you remain safely in your home. So the IHSS will hire a caregiver that can come to your home and assist you with light domestic services such as laundry, house cleaning, meal prep, grocery shopping, transportation to doctor appointments, light errands, any way that we can help you to keep you safe. And then we also have our public authority, which works hand on hand with IHSS. So IHSS provides the services for our recipients that need the services, and public authority helps our recipients with providing providers. That's what we call our caregivers, are known as providers that can come and assist our clients that are in need. So the public authority maintains a registry of screen and trained caretakers that are available to help our clients. So if someone has IHS services and they don't have a caretaker, they can always communicate with our public authority, and they're able to assist and connect them with our caretaker. Let's see. Our public authority also offers trainings to help our clients and our caregivers about the program and any other supporting trainings that we have available to help them. And here we have our CARE program. CARE stands for Curtailing Abuse Related to the Elderly, and what our program does a lot of community outreach and education about scams and fraud that are going on. We all know that that's very popular out there, right? We all get those calls or emails, but we come out to the community and we do as much as outreach as we can to educate on what's going on and what to look out for. Another service that we provide is that we have our monthly meetings with other agencies where we all collaborate and try to get as much help as we can with clients that are out of our scope, but we know who can help, so we will all brainstorm and have meetings together to help those clients. And then a lot of consumer fraud advocacy. Like I said, we try to go out there and do a lot of outreach as much as possible. So anywhere they invite us and we're welcome, we go out to communities, senior centers, community centers, churches, senior events like this, health fairs, that anywhere that they'll invite us, that we can do as much as community outreach, we will go there. And then, okay, so here's a little information about our current APS. We currently serve approximately 20,000 clients annually. That's a lot of clients, right? And then we have 52,460 active IHSS clients that receive services. That is a lot, right? And these numbers have been updated as of June of this year. So combined with adult services APS and IHSS, we serve 72,460 individuals just here in Riverside County alone. That is a lot. So yes, we're very proud of that. A lot of work, good work going on. On this slide, we like to show a little bit of information about what's going on. We receive this information, these statistics come from our Federal Trade Commission, and we like to share this with our community. So this is a snapshot. Let me see, does this have, okay. So our number one type of fraud here that we see is imposters. That is the number one type of fraud that we have going on. And then the next one is, I'm sorry, that is very little, right? I'm having trouble seeing that. But it's a lot of online shopping, and a lot of fraud that's going on electronically. Online shopping, and then we also have prize right here. The number 3 statistic here is prizes. So how many do we get that you've won a prize, right? That's the number, the third number, the third standing on scams. So first we have imposters impersonating other agencies, other people, and that's the number 1 tactic that we see people that are falling for that. And then here we see in 2023 we had $10 billion reported in loss. That is a 10% increase from 2022. That is a lot of money, right? Who here is a billionaire? Not us. So we're helping. So we just want to share this information, and I'll go a little bit over some tactics that they use and what to look out for in our presentation moving along. Okay, so here are our 4 basic scams. Scammers pretend to be from a familiar organization or agency. Who's heard that? Right? You get a call, a message. Yeah, we're all getting those. Or scammers mention a problem or a prize. First, they can call you and say, oh, your account has been compromised. We need your information. Please follow this link and so your debit card won't get suspended or canceled. So that's one of their problem tactics there. They're making you believe that there's a problem with your account for you to react and follow those instructions. Or we get, oh, you won a prize, but you have to pay these taxes in order for you to receive your prize. Right? But how are we going to win a prize if we're not entering no raffles or prize, you know? So remember those. And then scammers pressure you to act immediately. Like I mentioned, they use those scare tactics for you to react and get nervous and worry. And you follow those instructions because you don't want your debit card to get canceled. You're out shopping and you're about to purchase your groceries and you don't want to be embarrassed and your card's getting declined, right? So you're going to follow those instructions right away. So we just want to make sure that you remember that they use these scare tactics. We know we have the bank's direct number. We can always call and verify that information on our own. So just think about, what the message says, what the call says. We can always connect with them directly and verify that information. Also, a big thing that we're seeing, scammers tell you to pay your bill or a fraudulent check. They send a fraudulent check and they ask you to return those funds by purchasing a gift card. Who's here has paid a bill with a gift card? Nobody, right? Okay, so just making sure that you guys know, if an imposter or a scammer is trying to let you know that you need to pay something by purchasing a gift card and reading them the numbers on the gift card, that is a scam. No legitimate agency wants their payments in a gift card. So just remember that, gift card. Once you give that information, it's gone. So let's keep gift cards as gifts. And then another one that we hear a lot is to transfer your money so your account is safe. You might get a message that says your account's been compromised. You'll need to move your money and transfer it here to keep it safe. Make sure that you are connecting with your bank to verify this information. The scammers have these direct links and phone numbers for you to follow. So they'll give you the information that you need to follow, and once you follow those steps, you're giving them your information directly. So just make sure that you're not transferring any information over the phone or online. You can call directly. Yeah. And important, do not share, right? We say what do we tell our kids? Don't talk to strangers, right? I think now in age, we got to follow our own advice. And yes, I look young, but I do have children. And I tell them, do not talk to strangers. But now I am reminding myself and everybody else I know that, we have to keep our information safe. You don't know who's a friend out there anymore or who isn't. So just make sure you keep your information private. Don't share your social security number. Don't carry it. Don't share passwords to your accounts. Keep that information safe with you. Make sure you change your security questions. Don't keep and use the same password for all your accounts, because once they learn it from one, then they have access to all of your accounts. So make sure you change those around. Don't use your favorite color or your pet, right? Someone that might know you can recognize that information and would be able to fill in that information. So just make sure you change those around and don't follow any instructions you're provided. Let's see. And here's our telephone number to report any concerns, any neglect, abuse that you might be concerned, or if you want to give us a call. This telephone number here is for Adult Protective Services and for the CARE program. So if you are a victim of any scams or fraud, you can always call. We can assist you by verifying that this information that you're getting is actually correct. They are a legitimate company, or if you just have questions like, hey, give me a call if you got a message and you don't know if it's real. We can help you and work with you to verify that this information is correct. We can help Google and do a search online for a company. We can make sure that they are licensed contractors. So we can help you with doing some of the research if you need to. All you have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call. We just want to make sure that everyone's safe and keeping it, being safe and making sure you're getting your services that you need, whether it's, you're hiring someone or purchasing something. We want to make sure that you're safe. Any questions?
We're going to do that then.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much for those presentations. And if the vendors will go ahead and go back to your tables now, and we'll go ahead and get the expo started, okay?
I would like to thank I'd like to thank everybody for attending, and I'd like to thank David and Supervisor Gutierrez's office for allowing us to put on this expo. So if you have any questions, everybody will be at their tables and you can start milling around. Thank you, everyone.